Emerald's holla at your boy. I promise you, trophy husband here. I ain't gonna do none of that cheating stuff. None of it.
Not to
man said it. He said it. He meant it. Amber.
I mean it.
But yeah, welcome back to the Out of the Berg podcast. Man, I've had a week. How's your week been, man?
Tiring.
Yeah, that's the common denominator. What about you, Shamar?
I'm gonna have to agree with Chris Kelly. It's been a tiring week.
Yeah, as you see, I'm standing because my back, is still not,
I honestly had no idea you were standing.
No cap. And then we were talking 20 minutes before the podcast started. I thought you were just sitting in the chair.
Yeah.
Man, I'm telling you, bro, that wall is just too fat, dog. That's the reason why you can't sit.
Mm-hmm.
The wall is too fat, dog.
But yeah, I'm standing today. Also going to a new chiropractor in Springfield to get my back, better, because right now my equilibrium,
bro. What?
Equilibrium. Yes, thank you, my brothers. It's not
stupid.
Okay, 6'9". Okay.
All right, dummy.
Yeah, but it's off right now. Yeah, my back is it's not aligned. So I gotta get that fixed. I'm also getting a new mattress, a purple joint. So yeah, I'm trying to get my health back and fixed. That's my main priority this year, to get everything in,
as it should be.
Yeah, in better shape. I'm trying to also get in better shape, so.
I seen on your story, I think that was your story where you posted some vitamins or something.
Yeah, what's it called? Let me, because I forgot what it's called. Let me. Is it Mongolia?
I don't know. I looked at it and I was just like, that's a word.
Moringa. Yeah, it's kind of like spinach, but it's far better in nutrition. So my mom has been telling me to be
one of those quote unquote super greens, huh?
Yep, super greens. Yep.
Super.
So yeah, so I've been on the health tip, So that's my week in a nutshell. But
cool.
Yeah. Anything else you guys want to share, or should I just go straight with the show?
Go ahead.
All right, dude. So Kendrick Lamar, I think is leaving TDE. Any thoughts? Because I had something to say today. I think it's today that he sent out a note on a website.
Yeah, no, I saw that.
What are your thoughts on him leaving TDE?
Is that confirmed that he's leaving?
Yep.
And so I read it, but I don't remember if it said did it say he was retiring from rap, or was he just
last album on TDE? He's gonna have his own imprint.
Okay, and that's what I thought too.
I like J. Cole with TDE, but he's gonna have his own. I mean, Dreamville.
Yeah.
Right? What are your thoughts on him leaving and this album that's supposed to come out?
I'm okay with it, because people can say that Kendrick carries TDE, but he doesn't really put out enough work to necessarily carry it. And they're already good, record label without him basically 90% of the time. I mean, don't get me wrong, we put something out, it's earth shattering, but I don't feel like they necessarily need a Kendrick Lamar on their label. Though to me personally, I would love it if he stayed, because Kendrick Lamar and TDE is synonymous to me now. But I feel like it's appropriate for him to branch out and do his own stuff. I feel like it's a correct growth move. He's a very to himself type person, so I'm sure like he's like thought about this a decent amount of time. I seen where he said he goes for a long time without his phone and stuff. So I'm assuming that just means he doesn't like to be influenced by others, which I can appreciate. So
yeah. I'll give my takes. I think him leaving TDE, I think it's the right move.
Yeah.
As far as, I feel like I'm not gonna say carry TDE, but I always look at it like kind of like, you know, with Jay-Z and Kanye, like, you know, Jay-Z had Rockefeller, he signed Kanye, signed all these artists, but then Kanye wanted to, you know, he didn't leave Rockefeller, but he's like, hey, I need to do good music. You know, do my own imprint. I'm gonna have my own vision. So I like the fact he is kind of, because like Cole was on Rock Nation, but he did Dreamville with his manager. Like they formed Dreamville, and like look, I could argue that the Dreamville roster is more impressive right now.
Yeah.
So for what they've done for the past 2-3 years. So
yeah.
I like
that might not even be an argument, to be honest. I feel like Dreamville might be better.
Yeah, they are better.
Yeah.
Earth Gang, Jid, Bass, Ari Lennox. Like for the past, I'll say 2-3 years. Overall, for the past 10 years, I don't know. That's a debate. But 2-3 years, I'm giving it to Dreamville. But I think him branching out to make his own label is good. I want to see who's like under him, like who he could get to be like a student. You know what I'm saying? Because he's at that point in his career where he could do that, and like a lot of greats have had that. You know, they've had that artist where they find that new thing. You know, so hopefully Kendrick can find some talent, and you know, his label will be, you know, right up there with the rest. But
yeah,
Shamar, any thoughts, or this isn't?
No, I guess no. I got you. So the one thing is, you guys are saying like he's trying to go break off and kind of start his own, maybe I want to say own record label. Mm-hmm. Would it be a record label? But like kind of do like go the Kanye route and like the J. Cole and the Jay-Z route. So
or Drake, OVO.
Hey, you are. Hey, come on now. You said it, not me. You know what we on. Oh, we on that XO, baby. No, but so do you guys? So like, I would say with good music, I feel like Kanye had like a good mix of like kind of already established rappers and a bunch of younger guys. So which way do you think he would go with? Do you think he's gonna take the J. Cole route and take like kind of the, I would say the underdogs, but like the lesser known people, or do you think he's gonna kind of try to pull a mix in of like people who already got a pretty good established name in the game? And then also, you know, you want to take the young kids in too, or not young kids, but you want to take the newer rappers in.
I think he's gonna.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, I think he's gonna take the J. Cole route because his personality just seems to be like a guy that wants to get something that isn't known, whether it's new type of music or old type of music or his type of music. He wants to get something that's new and fresh to put out. You know, that's how I view him.
Yeah.
But who knows?
Yeah, I see it more like if I had to choose between the two, I would think J. Cole route just because that feels more in his character. But if I were to be completely honest, I feel like he would do like a more just a unique perspective type rapper type thing, because that's the type of rapper he is. Like he is a great lyricist, he's a great storyteller, but it's like from the perspective that he always tells it. And I feel like he'd like want maybe not necessarily like storytellers or anything like that, but like he'd want like unique characters around him. Like for example, like TDE is kind of like a unique brand because like unlike Dreamville, they don't necessarily all mesh together. Like a lot of Dreamville, you can put together on the same song. I'm not putting Schoolboy Q and Isaiah Rashad on the same song.
Yeah, I always that's true because TDE, like I say, TDE is like a label.
Yeah,
label's label. Like at first when there was like J Rock, the earlier, you know, J Rock, Schoolboy Q, Kendrick, that felt like the whole Black Hippie thing. That felt like a group.
Yeah.
That felt like a group. Like they signed SZA and signing Isaiah Rashad. Like they're like trying to establish themselves as like.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about like current, like them, like right now. Though.
Yeah, right now, yeah. Them right now feels like more like.
But when they were doing that Black Hippie stuff, yeah, they very much were all together.
Yeah. So I think TDE is establishing. Well, we're just a label.
Yeah.
Whereas Dreamville, it feels like they're a label, but they're a collective too. Because album they did last year, the Spilligion. Ooh, that joint was hard, but
I still don't like it that much though.
What? Oh man!
Like it was okay, but I was just like, I could live without ever hearing this again.
Wow, I thought they took They took that, and the Run the Jewels project was like very unique. You know,
Yeah, Run the Jewels was cool. I like that one.
Run the Jewels 4. That's another underrated album that's people slept on. I don't know what people would be on, but yeah, I think Kendrick. You know, I wonder what he's gonna call the label, but he'd do well with that. But speaking of dudes that do have labels, Mr. Slim Shady. Shady Records. That's Eminem's one. I saw somewhere. This is funny. This is funny as hell. Charlemagne said, and I hope we could get we may put a soundbite in here, but Charlemagne said that anybody can watch Eminem in a versus.
Anyone?
Right, he was trolling on this shit though, Reddit.
He has to be.
It was clearly trolling because
the
names he said was 6ix9ine, Future.
Okay, he
was big trolling on it.
Yeah, because I was like, and then his guy wanted to up the ante and say Britney Spears would watch Mary J. Blige.
Britney Spears would watch Mary J. Blige.
Yeah, Britney Spears would watch Mary J. Blige.
That's disgusting. Don't say those words to me. That's for a specific audience.
to be fair, Andrew Schultz is white people.
Mm-hmm.
A white man.
No, he was also trolling too. Like he can't take. Don't say he's white. Nah, he was trolling too. You gotta go listen and watch that episode of Brilliant Idiots. They were both trolling.
It's a good. It was a good episode. Actually, very funny. They were saying a lot of dumb things. But realistically, who do you think? Well, not necessarily watch, but who do you think would beat M in a versus? Or who do you think should match up with him? You don't think anyone would beat him or watch? Who do you think?
Who would match up with him?
Yeah.
A lot of people. I'm not gonna lie to you. And also, I feel like it depends on the demographic because, like, I mean, you got the main ones. Like, you got Drake. Drake could easily go with them. Jay-Z, Kanye, Kendrick. But then, like, if it depends on who you talk to, like, you talk to probably a younger generation. It could either say like a Future could go hit for hit with them. Who else? 6ix9ine.
Yeah.
Can go 2 songs. Lil Nas X can go album.
I have to. I'm sorry, Shamar.
Shit, Macklemore won a Grammy, bruh. Fuck you mean?
I can see Macklemore somehow with this, but 6ix9ine.
6ix9ine, bruh.
Okay.
Does 6ix9ine have 20 songs?
That's what I'm saying.
I don't even know because he has an album. I think he has like 2 albums.
True.
Yeah.
I don't keep it with 6ix9ine, and then
I don't keep up. These are, but I mean, I get you with the Future thing and the Young Thug. I could like for the generation. Yeah. I can see that 6ix9ine is just a little too. Like when he first came out, and before pre-snitching, he had like a couple good songs. He had some, but I don't even know if the new generation even likes him like that anymore. Like for real,
they still fuck with him. Nah, they still be fucking with him.
Yeah, again, this new generation,
Oh, I could see. I guess if we're going, closer to like the same era, probably like a Wayne, Lil Wayne,
easily.
Yeah, I'd pick a Wayne versus Eminem, probably. That's a good one, but I'm gonna go old head a little bit. I think Redman.
Redman?
Yeah, Redman would be the reason why I say people will be looking like what Redman. I say Redman because they rap so similar. When it comes to like saying some weird, wacky like stuff.
Yeah. Okay. I was about to say they don't. I was about to say their flow don't sound nothing alike. But.
Yeah, I'm looking at it like kind of like Ren and Stimpy.
Oh, okay.
That type of vibe. Like it'll be like because if you look.
You talking about like the Yeah, I'm not gonna say it on here, but I know exactly what you're talking about. You're talking about the what was it? The burning hanger or the you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
I can see.
I'll tell you when we get off here, Shamar.
Yeah. I can definitely see a Redman. Who else could go up with him? Definitely Jay.
I mean, Cole could go. Cole could do it. But I guess the main thing is, what do you think? Do you think they would wash him, or more of like it would be competitive? Because I think all the guys. Honestly, I'm not that big of an Eminem fan, so I think all the guys we've named so far could win. wouldn't be a full on washing. Maybe some of them could, depending on how you order up the hits.
Yeah.
And like if it's like the Locks and Diplomats thing, then it's like if it's like the performing, I mean that could easily sway into it, but that's a big maybe.
Yeah, I think I like the way you asked that because it really depends on the demo. Like I was debating with my cousin, shout out to Kevin, about like Kevin doing the verses with Jay-Z, right? On a world basis, M will have the edge because he's more popular. More people know him. But from a hip hop culture, like the hip hop, I think Jay wins. Just because Jay culturally means more than Eminem. Just in hip hop culture. But from a world global perspective, I think M has the advantage. You know, M sold how many 76 million records? Like Eminem has 2 diamond records. He's like kind of like, I don't like to say this, but Elvis Presley in a way. You dig? So I think from that, but me personally, Jay-Z, sorry. Even though Eminem washed Jay-Z on Renegade, if it's hit for hit, I got Jay-Z washing Eminem. personally. But I can see why people would, juggle the two. But
yeah, no, I'm not a big Eminem fan either, but I really can't see him being actually washed by anybody because he does have 20 legit hits.
Yeah,
but that's for me. That's what I'm saying. For me personally,
yeah,
Jay-Z, Nas, Kendrick, maybe.
So you're saying that they washed him, like they get him out the way. Because they win more than 13.
Yeah, because I'm thinking about the Eminem records I really rock with. I'm thinking about the Biggie, Nas, Jay-Z records I rock with. I don't know, bro. I'm thinking about that.
I mean, he got some records with Dr. Dre too, though.
That's true. That's true. That's true. I have to.
It's a weird one because M is like so poor. And then the 50 Cent polarizing, but like
now you open my mind up a little bit.
That's what I'm saying. I think anybody can watch Eminem, but I think there are people that could beat Eminem in a versus. I watch is like he only wins like 5 rounds.
All right.
I'll modify that. I'll say they would clearly win, but not like a wash, like not an embarrassment.
What do you mean by clearly win? Like how many would they win?
Like a 12-13.
Well, that's barely winning then.
No.
Well, because if it's 20 rounds.
You mean they got 12 or 13?
Yeah, they got
okay.
Like a 13-7.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Maybe like at worst, like maybe 12-8, 13-7, probably that. But I mean, I just can't. For me personally, I can't see him beating the guys out. Shoot, I'll take Jadakiss over M. People were looking at me like, "Oh, Jadakiss!" Like, I'd probably take Jadakiss over M. But that's my personal opinion. But I think the world would never say anyone would wash Eminem. Like the world is never going to do that. Eminem he's stamped, but that's my opinion. But I do think I know homeboy on the I think Shamar would think otherwise. Striking Eminem.
Nah, Drake's winning, but I wouldn't call it a wash. Like you said, Eminem has a lot of hits, but Drake's is just that guy.
For that one, I ain't gonna hold you. That one, Drake and Eminem, that's gonna be weird. So that would be weird because it's like Eminem gonna play this hard lyrical record and then he gonna play a slow jam.
Here you go. Look, hey, you want me to get the Glade candle out? Put a performance on for people.
Listen, man, I rock with Drake. He's cool, but that would be an interesting battle. Very, but I still might pick Drake now.
Hell yeah, you better pick Drake.
I may pick Drake. It's a maybe. But yeah, speaking let me see if I can transition this one. Shoot. But we're still on the music side, but we're gonna speak about Rkelly. Yeah. His trial started. I mean, we've talked about R. Kelly a couple of times on here. In regards to the music, I did spoke well, and I think Shamar briefly on a different episode. But his trial started, and from what I know, 2 have testified against him, and some of the details are kind of really gory. I don't want to get too much into what was said, but especially with the Aaliyah stuff, I'm kind of, my stomach turns whenever I hear that stuff. What do you guys think about the trial, and what do you think will be the verdict? Or it's early, it's kind of early, but going off what you heard, what do you think is going to happen with Mr. Robert?
I think I can speak for all of us when I think he's probably going to be guilty. Because it's like this whole thing with R. Kelly, like doing stuff with underage girls, like it's not been a secret. Like we used to joke about this in middle school. Like they talked about it for so long that it just became a joke in society. Yeah. So it's like it was like the scariest open joke that everybody just had, and didn't even acknowledge until like yo, this guy's actually on trial for this stuff, and he was actually a terrible person this whole time, and he just singing, and we just taking it this whole time. So it's kind of he's overdue. This is well-deserved punishment. From what I didn't actually watch anything from the trial, but from what you told me, it was pretty disturbing.
Yeah.
Sent chills down my spine just hearing you retell that brief part there. Just the whole thing in my head there, that was not great. Yeah, I mean, even him marrying Aaliyah, who, it's a lot. It's a lot. I have nothing to give Mr. Kelly any redeeming qualities there. So.
Yeah. I ain't gonna hold you, bro. Even when I was telling you that part of the Aaliyah thing, like my stomach turns, because it's like she's not here anymore. Well, shout out to Aaliyah and the team over there.
But she was still a child when all that was happening.
She was still very young. So when I heard that, I'm like, her music is out on platforms now, by the way.
Yeah,
it is.
It's now back. It's coming back. But yeah, man. R. Kelly, man. We've ever since the Surviving R. Kelly thing, I think we've been made more aware of it. But going back, I just think society failed, because even some of the stuff he said in interviews, like, I remember one guy asked him, "Do you like?" I
know it was the MTV nigga.
Yeah, it was like, what age are we talking? And
he was like, then they tried to justify it. He was like, well, 18 years old is a teenager. Something had to do with like teenagers.
I have 19 and 18-year-old friends. I am like, brother, what? I am 27. I don't like to put my age, 27, 28.
And you old.
No way am I going to talk to an 18, 19-year-old. You got to be 21 and up. And this is a 28, 29. You are I think he was in his 40s. What? You can't, that's the easy. I felt like that should have been easy. You should have said no. And then like you said, Chris, the jokes over the years, the Mad TV one with Ari Spears, Dave Chappelle, Boondocks. It's been like a running joke for years. But for it to play out like this, and I always say when the government has charges on you, you're done. You're pretty much done. And this isn't just the government. The government has sex trafficking charges, plus sexual abuse charges, plus soliciting charges, plus conspiracy, a bunch of, the government, what they're going to throw at you.
Mm-hmm.
Plus the state of Chicago has about 15 charges. Then New York has about a couple more. So he got to beat the feds first. And the feds ain't like the state. They're going to get you. After that, he has to beat the state of Chicago again, which he did a few years ago, and New York. So he's done. Like, ain't no way. And like you said, I don't even want to talk about some of the stuff the victim said, because it's like, to do that to a woman, somebody like I'm like, yeah, man, your music was dope, but you are just, you need God, Jesus, and some more prayers, bro. Like, you need something more than a deliverance, man. You need something, because no human being should be treated that way, you know. But that's my thoughts. Shamar, anything? I know I said a lot.
I mean, you kind of hit everything. Kind of a piece of a shit individual, honestly. And like Chris said, like, it was serious, but I think all of the, like, people just kept joking about it, till it came to the point where, like, he just became a meme at the end of the day. Which, I mean, you kind of devalue how serious of a situation it is, per se. And like the Boondocks episode when what's the motherfucking name? Not Riley, Huey. We're at the end scene where, like, when, like, they're in court, and then his lawyer plays the song, plays the music, and everybody starts getting up and dancing, and he's like, "What is wrong with y'all? Like, this man, he was on video pissing on a girl," which, honestly, that's disgusting. That is disgusting. Keep your urine to yourself, or keep it in the toilet. Don't put it on people. But yeah, but it's like that. It's like shit like that. It's like you can't let how great his music was overshadow all the fucked up shit he did. Like, that's horrible. And then Riley was like, "If I see a nigga piss on me, I'll run." Oh man, that was actually a pretty funny episode. I'm sorry to say that.
Well, homie hit it on the nail. He hit it on the nail. He was like, "Get Rkelly some help. Get him some counseling. Get him an older girlfriend." But
yeah, like, bro, all this shit that should have been happening when all this stuff happened. Like, the whole, like, him peeing on a girl stuff. Like, you hear, like, barbers talk about it. They're like, "Yeah, man, back in the day, like, we all seen the video back in the day. Like, yo, back in the day was like early 2000s when it was hard to find that video. Like, it wasn't like in the age of social media where everybody sees it. Like, if everybody saw it, you knew it was a problem."
Yeah. Here's the thing about what you said, Shamar. So back when it happened, they literally had bootleg tapes everywhere where they were just. It was crazy. I'm just like, first of all, how did you niggas, excuse my language, how do you people not go to jail for soliciting child
underage? Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy that they bootleg it like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I really do think, I think society, like, we're talking about, well, I'm not going to say what we're talking about. As society, we could just look back at, like, in the 2000s, and we were like, in the 90s, we were off. We were clearly off. Now, I always say this era is soft and stuff, and I always say that, but they have awareness of, like, we have an awareness of when something is wrong, which I will say, like, I like this era. Like, if there's something wrong, we want to figure it out. You dig? But back then, it was just like, we just throw so much stuff under the rug, and we don't really, like, because Rkelly was saying a lot of stuff. I'm just like, how did you guys not use this?
Were y'all not listening?
Right.
Like,
it's just easier to, like, sweep under the rug because he had really good music.
I can't. It was one interview asked him, right, if another man has a relationship with an underage lady, is it wrong? He says he's not, he can't judge that man. Love is love.
My love was over my ass.
Like, and I'm like, how was this not on the news and we were not talking about this? Like, how? But yeah, today we are like, we open our eyes, you know what I'm saying? Even though sometimes I do think it can be excessive with certain different topics, but I like the fact we're, back then it was horrible, but hopefully they do get their justice. All those females that were abused, and I don't know why I'm not even gonna speak on what that dude needs. He just needs to be in jail. That's I don't want to sympathize with abusers. I will never do that. Never. But speaking of women being treated bad, Amber Rose, she's had her own. Well, I wouldn't say it's similar. Well, it's not abuse, but it's just what some guys choose to do. So her man, I forgot the dude's name. His name is, I think, AE or whatever. He's friends with Tiger, so that should tell you something already. She claims he cheated on her with 12 women, which is crazy, in itself. Yeah. But homie went on another interview and said, "Yeah, I did that. That's just who I am."
Is she still with him?
I don't know. I really don't know. And there's a lot of things I want to be like.
So that's just who I am.
What do y'all think about this situation in regards of, first of all, how she found out that she cheated with 12 dudes, and this dude actually feeling comfortable with that? Like, yeah, that's who I am. If any of y'all want to tackle it, or I could go.
Shamar, you could tackle it first if you want to.
All right. I mean, reality is fucked up. Never condone cheating. Why you're proud of it? I mean, in a way, the only thing I can justify being proud of is that you got away with doing it with 12 different women. That's the only thing I can justify. Is like, I guess if that's what you want to take pride in, more power to you. You got it. That right there, I mean, pretty impressive in reality. But like, it's fucked up how she found out like that. She found when the whole world found out. It wasn't like, oh, she caught him cheating or whatever. It's like when the world found out, she found out. She probably found out after a lot of people too, unless she was like really tuned in on the interview, which is crazy. But let that be a lesson to everybody. Just because you're with somebody doesn't mean you know the person.
Yeah. For me, I think that's actually insane. Like, not only did that happen, but then he even admitted it in an interview. To be honest, I don't know what to say for that, because I'm sorry that happened to her. Nobody really, deserves something like that to happen. And then for dude to just like, and maybe like, yeah, that's me. That just kind of shows you how openly trash some people will be. And that's just kind of like a sad reality. Like Shamar was saying, we just kind of have to live in. But I mean, we don't have to live in. You can take yourself out of the situation. I hope she's not still with that guy.
They have a kid though.
They do.
They have one child together.
How many kids Amber Rose have?
She has 2 kids.
Oh, one so one with Wiz Khalifa and one with that dude.
One with,
and then this new guy. Okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. And okay, so yeah, I mean, I don't really know what to say, because that's an insane number. You're like, not only did you cheat, but then you proceed to do it with 12 different women. They don't say how many times you did with these 12 other women either, by the way.
Yeah.
But it's with 12 other women. Like, so he could have did this multiple times with 12 other women.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not shocked. I mean, Amber Rose I'll just say this, she's had bad luck with guys. Kanye, Wiz, 21 Savage at one point, which was hilarious to him. It was hilarious because 21 Savage was like, he was new in the game, and it was like kind of like a dude deer in the headlights. And then now this new guy. And listen, man, I'll say that. What he did was messed up. I'm not with all that. Especially for you to admit it, kind of like an asshole.
Yeah,
it was an asshole thing to do, to say, "Oh, that's just who I am." But I have to say this, Amber Rose, like, I can't, because I kind of sound insensitive, but prior to you, what got you into this guy? Because you kind of knew he was like that. I'm assuming because it is Los Angeles. There is a culture there. So you kind of knew what you were getting yourself into, not justifying at all, because he probably told you, hey, I'll change for you. And you probably believed it, and y'all were in love, y'all had a child. So that's another thing. But I don't know, man. I feel like I feel like sometimes it's just messy. That's all I can say. It's messy all and from all angles. I can't. I don't like. I'm like you, Chris. I don't know what to say.
Yeah, I mean, like, and that's what sucks about being a celebrity, because like you get stuck in these circles of like your celebrity people, and then you're not going to this group because they might be like that group of weirdos, and then you could start dating like non-celebrities, but then you might get some creepo that's just obsessed with you because of your celebrity, and so it's just kind of like, what do you do? Do I take my chances with these potential freaks or weirdos or whatever, or do I stay with what I know? So she's probably going to stick with the route of what she knows.
Yeah,
because that I feel like that's why it always seems like celebrities kind of like seem like they always end up dating like somebody's friend or something like that.
Yeah,
because they're like, it might not seem like it's a big circle, but it's like probably a decent sized little circle that they all have, like, and they just kind of stay in that niche,
And in that interview, he said something that was telling. He said that, and this is his account, not from Amber, so Amber would have to, but he said that he was introduced to her through Tiger and Black China. That he was getting girls like that, and she knew, and he was shooting a shot at him. So I don't know, maybe he just caved in because she wasn't, but I still feel like as a man, you can't lead a girl on like that. You dig? I don't care if you say, yo, that this is who I am. You gotta pick. If you're gonna have a baby by her, especially, you gotta pick like.
No, but you have different like sentiments and values than that guy does, because like we've met people who would do like some stuff like that before too.
We're not gonna say no names, Chris.
No, I'm not saying no names, but like
I'm playing
like,
with you.
We've talked to people who, not like that, of course, but like have the mentality of just like I told her I wasn't that interested, and I was keep doing this or whatever.
Yeah. Clearly, it's more of a mark. Yeah, they in LA and celebrities. Morals is kind of thrown out the door.
Yeah, and that being said, this situation is way bigger than what our normal people lives were like.
we know a couple.
There's no baby involved.
Yeah, I'm just saying from my personal view, I just feel like pick one. Either you're gonna do that, because once you have a child with somebody, it kind of changes. Because all right, so your son watches that interview one day, like 15, 16 years old. You want him to see that? Like that, oh yeah, that's how sometimes I'll be looking at it like, damn. But yet again, the morals are different, But yeah, that is messed up. Very messed up, man. Shout out to Amber Rose. Hopefully, life for you gets somewhat better.
I'll let your boy. I'll make it right. Look, I ain't gonna tell you. I'll let your boy.
There you go.
Make sure we tag. We gotta clip this part. Make sure you tag her. All right, I'm gonna tag her. Amber Rose, holla at your boy. I promise you, trophy husband here. I ain't gonna do none of that cheating stuff. None of it.
Not to
man said it. He said it. He meant it. Amber.
I mean it.
He mean it. He'd be a mean stay-at-home husband. Mean in the sense that he gonna be doing all that stuff in a good way.
Yeah.
Like a mean sandwich, but like he gonna be a mean husband like that.
Bingo. Talk to him, Chris.
I feel like I over-explained that, but
doesn't matter.
I was about to be petty, but I'll leave it alone.
Man, shut up, Peter.
Hey, man, all I'm saying is, the dude that did this, But I'll leave it alone.
He was light skinned apparently. Oh man, light skinned guys.
It's ironic.
Ironic. Hey, it's crazy.
No shade though. No shade. No shade.
All right, keep building your forest of trees, Peter.
Kind of on that side. I think she wants to. Neither here or there. But she's been on OnlyFans though. I'll tell you that.
Woo-hoo.
Yeah. So Shamar, if you want to, well, I don't think you can subscribe to her joint because apparently they're not. Well, unless we just want to see her professionally, because they apparently.
We're about to get married. We're about to get married. I'm gonna still pay for it, but we're gonna get married. So she's gonna be paying for it herself.
She's paying for your subscription to her.
But OnlyFans is she's not gonna make that bad anymore from there. So. I know you want the girl to make a lot. This is gonna affect her bands now. Now that they're discontinuing XX rated stuff. Well, what are your thoughts on that, fellas? And remember, your parents are watching.
My mom won't watch this. At least I think she don't.
Our parents are watching, so you just gonna hide, Peter?
Right? Like your mom
after you bring this up, you like X rated and hides. Just like it's not me talking about it.
What are your thoughts before I go missing again?
I mean, personally, I'm indifferent because I don't use OnlyFans, nor have I been on there. I do know there's a lot of people making a lot of money on there, so I think it's a very interesting move that they're making. I'm sure maybe this is part of some type of rebranding they're doing, but like money-wise, I'm not 100% sure it's the best thing because I'm sure they're making like racks on racks over here from these content creators. From what I hear, like people are making like millions of dollars off of OnlyFans, and apparently it was a product that was in high demand, and they're gonna take this away from the public. But I guess it's a pretty decent opportunity for another app to come crash in and steal that glory.
Yeah, Chris. I think what's going on. It's definitely a company restructuring thing. I also think banking has been because they were saying something about this a couple months ago. It just didn't gain traction that they were gonna not prevent certain people from putting out that type of content. But I do think it's a company restructuring. They're gonna try and because now you see celebrities on there. They're not even putting that type of content out there. They're just putting out like different type of things on there. So I don't know what it is specifically, but it does. I do feel like it's some banking agencies, and some of them are pressuring them to clean up. And although I do agree with you, Chris, on the money front, they are going to lose. I do think it's more of okay, we don't want our bag because if you lose banking and stuff, long term, that's going to mess up your pocket. So I do think it's let's weigh that and weigh this. It's that type of thing. So, I mean, for you guys, I want to see X-rated content. I mean, find another platform, I guess.
Yeah.
But Shamar, what you think, man?
I mean, you guys kind of hit it. A lot of people will be losing out on their money, like Chris said. I mean, there are content creators on there that make millions, not just hundreds of thousands, they're making millions. Their lifestyles are good. And that's just those are the high up ones. I know there's people up in little Frederick County, that are making a couple thousand a month just off of OnlyFans. So that just shows you that there is money to be made there. So yeah, they are kind of messing up their own bag with it. Because I think they probably do get some portion of whatever money the content creators make. But I think the main thing is what I've read as well, the little quick research. I think they're trying to put an app on an app on the phone. So with marketplace Apple, the Apple Market, Apple Store, you can't have nude. I think you can have nudity, or not nudity, but sexual content, I guess.
Gotcha.
Is the right word. So I think that's kind of the main reason why if they're trying to get on that type of space, you have to abide by those rules. So I think that could be a big reason why of what's it called? That's why they're having to not have
Yeah.
the no more sexuality. You guys get what I'm saying? The people
Yeah,
get what I'm
yeah,
saying.
I get you. I get you.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's gonna affect people, but I'm not one that's like against or for. I'm like, do what you got to do to make your money. As long as you're not hurting anybody. But yeah, it's gonna affect a lot of people's bags, a lot. Because the pandemic really, and people have to stay in their house. That's what they want to look at. Apparently, but that's the society we're in. But on a lighter note,
we go.
I ain't saying that wasn't me, Mom. I'm just playing with you. But on a lighter note, NBA. We have one NBA topic here. Giannis, KD. There was an anonymous GMs and scouts. They did who they think is the best player in the world right now. It was a tie between KD and Giannis, and King James, Mr. LeBron James, had 0 votes. What are your thoughts? I want to get the Lakers fan thoughts first.
I mean, to be honest, I don't really care. I don't really care about it that much. Only in the sense that like it's kind of like always been debate like who's going. Well, at least to me, it felt like it's been a debate for a while. Like who's better, KD than fill in the blank here. Right now, it's Giannis.
Yeah,
and it's probably gonna be like that until KD gets to about LeBron's age, which I guess in like retrospect, not gonna really be that long. And so, I mean, or rather, or until I guess Giannis is maybe like the definitive number one of the league, if he so happens to become that, and like the next, rather than the following years, which he probably will. So I'm not really affected by it because at the end of the day, it's just kind of like a superficial thing anyway.
Yeah.
It doesn't actually decide anything. It's not like this is the true definitive factor.
Yeah.
So it's just like, don't get me wrong. Like it's great to when you get like your peers recognition, and he did deserve recognition. Because I mean, like you gotta remember, like this man at his was he 37 now?
Yeah, 36.
36 years of age, and he still be able to like contend with some of the best athletes in the world at such a high competitive level, and people have to game plan around him.
Yeah.
So
that says a lot.
Yeah, it says a whole lot, and he doesn't really seem like he's slowing down that much, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, this league is a what have you done for me lately league.
Yeah.
Shamar, he was the Toronto killer. So what do you think about this?
Yeah, and you saw what happened. As soon as he seen Kawhi was coming, he went out west because he was scared because he knew what was up. And what happened? We won a ring. Me. But on that, like you kind of hit the nail on the head. It is kind of like a what have you done recently league. Like since he's moved to LA, I won't say he's been on a slight decline, but that comes with age. But he's been out injured a lot more. Like his first season, he missed practically the second half of the season. Also, I mean, there was no point because they weren't going to make the playoffs. So it was like, all right, what's the waste? And headphones died. But then what's it called? Then second season, I mean, he got hurt that same year. He got lucky because the bubble kind of like, all right, he has more time to recover. And even last season, this past season, I think he got hurt again.
Yeah.
It came back like right before the playoffs. So it's just one of those things. Like I mean, his body's just starting to show his age. So you can't be the best if you're injured. You feel me? That's why like Kawhi can never be claimed. Like Kawhi is one of the best people in the league, but like his injuries and just how much time he misses from the game is something that holds him back. Like if Kawhi was playing most of the games, you could say like, yeah, he's one of the best players in the league. Like KD's kind of a weird one too. I guess KD is just younger because KD's missed a lot of time.
Yeah. I mean LeBron, I think he's gonna always take it a certain way because when you've been at the top for so long, you get a little, and no one's taking, you get that entitlement, especially if it's not like definitive that it's KD or Giannis. I do get why he would feel some way. But, I mean, does he have a point in a way? Like, if this pandemic never happened, last year's MVP could have been him because he was on the tear.
Yeah.
Right before the pandemic. And then this season, right before he hurt his ankle, he was literally right there in the MVP race. So I do feel him. I do think when he's 100% healthy, he's arguably the best player in the league. But I really feel like, and this is my personal opinion, I really do feel like with something like this, he should just be like, kind of like a Kobe, like, okay, I see what you're saying. Okay.
Yeah, but that's another difference between him and Kobe. Kobe's just like, I'm taking everything personal. LeBron does take things personal, but it's just like he's more outwardly emotional about it, as opposed to like Kobe's like internalizing, then he's like jamming on you.
Yeah. Yeah, and another difference between him and Michael would literally, and that's the thing, there was no social media thing. Michael would literally talk to the people that said what they said. Like, he would literally say it to their face and then destroy them right then and there. But like I said, different times. But I do feel like, okay, chip on his shoulder. We'll see. I do think personally it's Kevin Durant. I mean, if we saw what he did against the Bucks with less Kyrie and Harden had a hammy. If Harden just knew how to, and what's the other dude, Harris dude? If Harden and Joe Harris just made one jump shot,
right? The Bucks got lucky,
and his foot wasn't as big, or he just measured it a little bit, they'd be champions right now. You did, so I'm not gonna discount the Bucks because Giannis honestly held it. He did what he was supposed to do, but
yeah, no, even in that loss, Nets were still the better team.
Yeah,
like literally, like Giannis is my guy. Nigeria, I love, but he himself said Katie different. he said it himself. Like, what was that game 5 when Katie just went? Oh Lord, it shouldn't really be a discussion. Honestly, it's Kevin Durant, but I feel you, LeBron. Just take it personally, like Michael Jordan, and we'll see.
Go win another ring.
Yeah, go win another ring. Just don't mess with the Bulls. Just leave us alone. But speaking of taking things personal, I think roasts, they happen. I know we tend to roast each other on here from time to time, but if these two comedians, Kevin Hart and Katt Willams, had a roasting battle, who would you pick?
That's difficult, honestly. I'm gonna say Katt Willams, just because it feels like he just won't stop. Kevin Hart feel like he won't stop too, but I feel like he'll just, I don't know. It feel like Katt Willams just like his whole goal is to make you mad.
His goal is to make you cry.
Yeah. And it's just like Kevin Hart, I feel like I'd be laughing too much, like yo, he like he going on me, but it's still hilarious. Like the Katt Willams is just like it's still funny, but it's just like to everybody but you.
Here's what I'll say. I can't pick Kevin Hart for one reason. When Michael Blackson made a joke about him, but granted it was about his cheating scandal, Kevin Hart became so sensitive about that, and I was shocked. I was shocked that Michael Blackson of all people, granted Michael Blackson's great at his comedy, but if you get sensitive about Michael Blackson, dog, Katt Willams. This is Katt Willams is like, Did you see what he did to that lady on the radio station? They were talking about like she said she could cook broccoli, and he destroyed it was a couple years ago.
I see that.
It was so bad that the husband got a gun and approached him at a club later. Yeah, I'll send you the clip. But Katt Williams, I'm sorry. I think Katt Williams is gonna get. Kevin Hart will be funny and try and respectfully roast him. Katt Williams is not. Katt Williams, he's like the Suge Knight of roasting. He's gonna go to he's gonna go to a place where it's gonna be like, oh God. It'll be funny, but you're like, oh, shouldn't have said that, bro. That's how I view it.
That's what I'm saying. He just he's so he'll keep on going to the fact it's just you have to fight him. Kevin Hart, you probably laugh.
Yeah, I do think that the perfect person to roast with Katt Williams is like a Jamie Foxx. Because Jamie Foxx, what he did to homie, remember that dude from
I was gonna say Eddie Griffin.
Not Eddie. Eddie, that would be another one.
No, yeah.
Eddie Griffin. Actually, you're right. Eddie Griffin would be way better than Jamie Foxx.
Because just thinking about their chemistry on Norbit alone, I was like, oh, these dudes, bro. These dudes.
I watched that this weekend. That shit had me dying.
That's an underrated movie. That'd be too much.
Do any of y'all remember when Jamie Foxx roasted Doug Williams?
Yeah.
The conscious thing. I was just thinking of that. But yeah, Eddie Griffin, that would be a better. Yeah, that'd be perfect.
Wait, have y'all ever seen Mr. Brown and I forget who it was. It was Mr. Brown and somebody.
I can't take it serious. You said Mr. Brown. That's
I can't remember his real name. It's something man. But he plays Mr. Brown. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, what play
was them at some gospel award show.
I remember that. I
remember the man's name.
I forgot. Dude's like a big nigga, but his head is shaped in a certain way.
Yeah, I forget who it was. I think he's a comedian. I forget.
Yeah, but that was hilarious.
Not Earthquake. Or maybe it was Earthquake.
Maybe it's Earthquake. Yeah.
I can't remember, but I just remember them going back and forth with each other. They weren't it was supposed to be one of them was announcing the award, then the other one they started going on each other. Had me in tears, bro.
I'm gonna try. Now, what's the dude's name? Mr. Brown?
Yeah, but I forget his real name.
Mr. Brown roast at awards. Lavelle Crawford.
Okay, that was Lavelle Crawford.
Yeah.
I could see his face, but I couldn't think of it.
Yeah. He is built a little weird, but he's not a guy I would make fun of because he looks like, okay, I know you're talking about me. Okay, I'm gonna destroy you like that.
Mm-hmm.
That was a good one. That was a good one. But what you think, Shamar? Who you got, Kevin or?
Well, I'm going against the grain, I guess. I would say Kevin, honestly.
Interesting.
I don't know. I got this from Twitter. This topic. So, but everyone was saying Katt, but I'm like, damn, y'all really don't disrespect Kevin. I guess Kevin's more the main star. He's in the movies. He's the one that gets all the limelight. Like Katt Williams, kind of he got big, but he never got the Kevin status in Hollywood. But I guess not gonna matter. I guess really the biggest thing people forget that Kevin's from Philly. And not from the suburbs of Philly. Kevin is a Philly ass guy. So he's used to the jokes and shit. And then Katt Williams has done he's had a lot of fucked up shit happen. To where he is given if this was to happen, Kevin has so much material just to go off of Katt Williams has been arrested numerous times for drugs. He got beat up by a little kid. Well, that right there in itself,
that's hilarious.
That is true. But I feel my counter to that is that I feel like Katt Williams can embrace his mishaps. I don't know if Katt Williams says a joke about Kevin Hart. Kevin Hart has had his.
Kevin got the whole special about the Let Me Explain. Like he has a whole special about him doing the cheating stuff. So like he's already like acknowledged all of that.
Yeah,
and that's like a big special too.
Point. I'll give you that, but I do remember when Michael Blackson said a couple jokes about him.
Yeah, but okay, but we're talking about like in a scenario where they both come at each other and they know what to expect. Probably to Kevin Hart, like that was still like a sensitive topic, and they were kind of like not roasting each other at the time.
Yeah, he probably. But your point is like at the time, it was so. His wife wasn't talking to him, so if he sees Michael Blackson doing that at that time, he's probably gonna be like, "Down."
Exactly.
Okay, so okay.
But I guess, but the same thing goes for like Katt Willams too. Like it's been a while since he got beat up by that little kid, so like he has had time. Like he's seen all the jokes too. So, but I just think like I don't know. Kevin has more material to go off from Katt Willams like than Katt Willams will have to go off from Kevin. Like both can't say like, oh, you're short. Like we're the same size. How you gonna say I'm short when you're short too? Like I feel like one of them is like you short. And one thing I look at each other like what? Like come on, my guy. We were both 5'4". Over here talking that talk.
I'll say this. What's that show he was on with Robin Thicke and the rest?
Oh, Real Husbands of Hollywood.
If that version of Kevin Hart goes up against Katt Willams, I would love that.
So Kevin Hart is
improv
funny. Like,
Kevin.
I don't know why.
Yeah, improv Kevin, because when he does improv, he don't give a fuck.
When he's on Wild and Out, those be the funniest episodes. Like when he's just able to let loose and kind of just do him. It's like, all right, but Katt Willams was a dog on Wild 'N Out too. Like he's had a
God. You look
like that would be a good matchup for real.
No, one time say you look like a big belly button or something like.
Y'all see where does Kevin? I guess Kevin Hart had some type of talk show or something. Yeah, he was talking to Don Cheadle. And I don't remember what he said, but because Don Cheadle said like he's like I'm 56. Oh yeah.
Yeah, I know.
That's what it was. It was like Don Cheadle was talking about his age, like yeah. So like I'm 56, and Kevin Hart just goes damn, and then Don Cheadle was just like stop because they're having like a serious conversation, and he was just like I didn't mean like that way. I mean like I was like wow, not like a. Not, and then Don was just like, I know what you meant. We could take a poll after the show, see how you meant it. I think everybody here knew how you meant it. I was like, wow. he really did that when he was having a real conversation with them.
You know what's so funny about that to me? He said, damn. And then like when he realized, oh shit, I'm sorry. Mm-hmm. Like nigga, you know what you was doing there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, stuff like, I don't know, I feel... the reason why I'm taking Katt because I just feel like as time has went on, like Kevin Hart with all the backlash from certain jokes, it's kind of made him a little bit more sensitive and softer. I felt like if you took prime Kevin when he was doing improv on Real Hollywood, what's that show? The show with
Real Husbands of Hollywood.
Real Husbands of Hollywood, yeah, that show. And like some of his earlier stand-up where he was just raw, I give him a better chance against Katt Willams. I still take Katt, but I'll give him a better chance because Katt.
I don't even know if I can say he's like he's sensitive because of that though, because it's just like that's like everybody has that one thing you don't talk about and they're gonna get tight about. Everybody has at least one thing, and that could have been that one thing. Like it might not necessarily been like because it was like him cheating, but like it was because it was like about his family.
Yeah, but I feel not to push back on what you're saying, but I feel Katt Willams when he had the conversation about like cancellations and stuff, he takes it more like okay, this is what comes with it. I'm gonna adjust. I feel like Kevin Hart, especially because remember the whole thing about the homophobic thing.
Mm-hmm.
He took it like, man, why can't I make these? Like that was a long time ago. Why? Like he took it like.
I don't think it's sensitive. I just think he's unapologetic about what he's done.
But like from the way he's speaking, you could tell like this is taking a toll on how he wants to approach comedy. I don't get that from Katt.
Yeah, no, but that's just like a struggle versus like some people act like Katt and they'll adapt. versus other people like Kevin, like they might try to like, well, this is my formula and it's been working for me. I don't feel like it's necessarily made him sensitive. He's just resistant against change.
When I meant sensitive, I just meant with the wife, and that honestly,
I mean, like let's say like they changed like some of the I don't know. Let's say hand checking's no longer like a violation in NBA. Like that doesn't make anybody who's not hand checking anymore like a worse player or a better player. It's just that the rules change, so that's a legal thing now.
Yeah. I'm when I meant the sensitive thing, I'm just thinking like, you know, Michael Blackson said a joke about you, and the culture at that point was like, if somebody jokes about you, just take it on the chin or you go back, you know. But yet again, that is his wife, and that's more delicate. But you know, that's just kind of the yin and yang comedy.
Mm-hmm.
You know, so you know that I think that's what it is with that. But if you take prime Kevin Hart, I think now I don't know, because his stand up wasn't, but it's a roast, so you never know. Yeah,
it's also kind of like prime Kevin Hart had nothing to lose.
Yeah, prime Kevin Hart.
It's just like, oh, you're gonna talk about my kids? Well, I've already said my son is stupid. So and so what are you gonna do?
He does.
What are you gonna do? You don't know nothing else about them.
He has embraced his kids a lot.
Yeah.
On his stand-ups and stuff. So I don't know. I thought that's a good one. Kevin Hart, Katt Willams, that's a good one. If you want to take them at their peaks. And you know, I do think they're in different parts of life right now. I think Katt, you know, with Katt, you just never know.
Yeah.
He's such a wild card. You never know. This dude could be good one day and then be arrested for something. So you never know with Katt. But I did see something, and this wasn't on our schedule, but I just remembered it. Damon Wayans challenged Dave Chappelle to a comedy versus.
Wow. How would they do that?
I'm not sure. That would be.
You just tell your best skit, like you just go back and forth.
Do your best skit back and forth. Yeah. But I
feel like that's weird. Like, no.
I don't know.
I don't know how that's gonna work.
Yeah, no. I mean, like they can both put up like hilarious skits and just like, I'm not thinking about judging this at all. I might be laughing at it. Which is, I mean, that's cool, but it's just like I don't see how I would like see who's a winner, who's not, unless they're just putting out some flat stuff that they thought was good.
Yeah, they both do two different types of comedy. Well, especially Damon Wayans, because earlier he was kind of like Marlon, just like wacky as hell. But I think as he kind of evolved in his comedy. I don't know. I do think that's an interesting one though.
Yeah.
I think Dave is probably the favorite just because he's Dave.
Well, yeah.
But that's an interesting one. I don't know who would I pick, you know, but that was just off. I think I just thought about this now, but yeah, a comedy versus would be dope. You know, they should definitely just figure out how they would do that before, because honestly, it's more like a roasting thing.
Yeah,
like you guys, you know, the thing we just talked with Kevin and Katt, but you know, but hopefully nobody wants to. Hopefully Jamie Foxx don't mess people's careers up again, because what he did to homie Doug Williams, I wish that on no man. But yeah, I mean that's the show for today. Is there anything else you guys want the world to know about your week or about any topic? I know somebody's still like in love with Amber Rose right now.
I'll let you, boy.
Yeah, let him do that.
Amber, I love you.
Oh God. But yeah, that's it for this. What else you got to say?
No, I just let her know I love her. I'm gonna take care of her. Won't she take care of me?
Just going. I'll just say it's the Amber. The other side is much brighter.
You don't lie.
It may look darker. It's brighter on the other side. I'll just say that. But
see how he's trying to take over? I showed my love, and now he's just trying to step at the very end, trying to insert something in our conversation.
I didn't say with who. I didn't say me.
Yeah, go mess with Black China or something, bro.
Nah, I'm cool. I'm cool off that. I'm cool. I'm no disrespect to anyone. Cool off that. But that's it for the show. We will be on YouTube 3:15. You will see our faces on YouTube at 3:15 Monday. If you don't want to see our faces on YouTube, you could always listen to us on any available podcasting app. Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Spotify. We're on everything pretty much.
Yep.
What else I gotta say? But Out of the Berg Pod is the Twitter account. Out of the Berg is our IG. I'm gonna start putting more stuff on there because I've been slacking. Sorry, fans. Sorry, people, but I've been slacking. For more content on there, my personal is at Kofi Peter Kofi on Twitter. Holla at your boy. And Shamar, what's yours?
Mine is at Amaro's future husband, all lowercase, all one word, or Sham_Wild12, whichever one I decide to check that day.
Okay.
Oh, and you can find me at Big Chris _57 on Twitter, and Everybody Love Chris on IG.
Yeah, like I always say, Amber, stay on the dark side. But stay black, stay woke. We love you.
Bye. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of the Out of the Berg podcast. We're available on all podcasting platforms, and we ask that you like, comment, share, and subscribe, as well as hit that notification bell. That way you'll be notified whenever we release a new video. And as always, we like you, we love you, but we gotta go. Bye.